Cheers, everybody! I hope you are doing great. In this video, I want to share with you how everything is been doing in this 2023, meaning January and February and a little bit of March. So let's begin. Okay, so I wanted to share with you how this semester is going in my studies, in my job, and in the plans for the future. So I wanted to share with you basically what I've been studying, but also I wanted to ask you if there's some interesting things that you would want me to talk about in another coming videos. For example, I would like to share with all of you my some of the things I learned last semester, but also I would like to have some discussion around it. So last semester I learned, as I told you in another video, I learned about abortion, euthanasia, animals, and anything related with medical issues and theology. So if you have any interesting topic to talk about, please let me know in the comments so that way I can think about coming videos. Also, in this year, I am doing a module which is called Bible and Contemporary Issues. And in this module, let me grab it here something. We are having different units in which we are talking about radical hermeneutics. Radical hermeneutics, hermeneutics is the way in which we interpret the Bible and in which we approach to Scripture. So I'll be learning about feminist and post-colonial hermeneutics, Black and queer hermeneutics. Queer is the term that we're using to talk about gay, and not just gays, but other queer hermeneutics. We will be talking about economic justice, or like the liberation theology, which is around poverty and issues of justice. And then we will be talking about biblical women and contemporary womanhood. So I'm very excited for this module. If some of this resonates with some of the contemporary theologies that you and your communities have been facing, that's one of the reasons why I'm excited to learn about these, to see how we can respond or how we can approach to these. So yes, it's been very challenging to read the authors and then to learn to take the good things and to take the bad things and then learn in this process. That's about my module. Also, some of you know that I work in Aldi, so I've been working in Aldi part-time to help me in my finances. But recently, so this is where some news come. Recently, I reduced my contract to 10 hours because in my student visa I can only work 20 hours a week legally. So if I work more than that, I can be deported. So, and also because I need to focus on my studies. So I'll be working 10 hours in Aldi, and 10 hours I'll be working in a new job that I got, which is as a young theologian assistant, a young theologian's administrative assistant. If some of you might watch the video on Romania, in that video I explained how I came to be part of the Young Theologian program and how I am connected to them. So if you don't know that part, go ahead and watch the video. I explain the whole thing. So basically, I'm working with Tier Fund, which I also explained in that video. So I'll be working with them 10 hours a week, and it's just a blessing. It's a dream come true, honestly. I've been with them as part of the Young Theologian program for 3 years, but now I'll be working with them. So that's one of the new things. And also, okay, what should I say first? It's been a great semester. It's been very challenging, ups and downs, but I'm very, very content and also excited for the things that are happening. Also, some of you might know that I've been dreaming to go to London for a long time, and I was planning to see if I could save some money to go. Some of you know that when you're in a student budget, you don't have a big budget. Well, some of us don't, and that's why I have to work and save money, and not just work, but also pay some of my fees, which I will say in another video because some of you have been asking me about my process to come here. But anyway, that's another topic. So anyway, I was praying about it, and I was like, God, I want to go to London, but I don't know, like, the budget and things and that. And in Romania, I met some of the people I met. They reached out to me like a couple of weeks ago, telling me that they are going to London and that they would like to meet up. And I was like, yes, I want to meet up. That'd be great. So a perfect excuse, to go to London. And I wanted to meet some other people there. But I was praying and thinking about the budget. Maybe I didn't have the time or also the money to go. And this is just like a miraculous story because this family, and I'm going to show you the picture. Mr. Nate and Miss Jenny, they are missionaries in Guatemala, and they speak English, they speak and Spanish, of course, and we just connected and in Romania. And he said we will also be going to a missionary agency after a few days, and he said, Caro, would you be willing to interpret for us in the missionary conference? And I said, oh, wow, that sounds great. So apart from it, some of you might know this, but some don't. I grew up in a missionary home, so since I'm 9 years old, like my parents will receive missionary groups in Colombia, and I will have to do certain interpretation here and there, and just behind the scenes, but also after a while I worked as an interpreter in a company, and also in other spaces as missionaries and missionary in mission trips and things like that. I worked I volunteered as an interpreter. And in that week when Mr. Nate told me that, I was praying because I was like, God, I feel like I haven't been serving you in the things that like I'm used to. Like even my studies I consider my studies a way of serving God. But also that week in church, it was mentioned that there was a camp on summer, and I was like, God, I want to do that because some of you know I love working with teenagers and with youth, and I would love to go to that camp and kind of remember the things that I've done in the past, and just let me like have an opportunity to serve you, but when I have the time. And then when Mr. Nate told me this, I was like, this is perfect. I've been praying for an opportunity to serve in a different environment, not just academic, and this is just great. And so he told me about that, and I said yes right away. I wasn't thinking about the money. I was like, I'll figure it out. God will provide. God will do. So this is actually a miracle because after we talked, he reached out. He contacted me with another person from the missionary agency, and he said that they will be covering all the expenses for me to go to London, like my transportation, my accommodation, and my food. And I was like, those are the things that only God does. And some of you have been closer to the process of this my studies here, and you know that it's been just miracle after miracle. So this is another miracle. Romania and please watch the video about Romania because I shared a lot about that. And another thing that I wanted to share with you, which is very important, is another news. Also, I'll be going to London next week because of that. And at the same time, in London, there's going to be a gathering with all the regional directors from Tier Fund, and it will be just great because I will be able to be there, and I'm very excited for that. So I wanted to share that with you. And another news that I received, I'm so excited. I applied for a scholarship for my PhD, and I've been pursuing this, praying about it, and seeing if God guides that in that direction. Anyway, I received the news last week that I was granted with a scholarship from Scholar Leaders International, which is an organization that supports scholars from the majority world. And I'm just very excited, and I wanted to share that with you. It's a miracle, and yes, with that help, I can, with my part-time job and then also fundraising some funds, I will be able to do my PhD. So this is great. It's not 100% scholarship. I will still need to fundraise, like I said, but it's just a huge push that God is giving me, and it's a great support, and I'm just very happy, and I wanted to share that with you. So those are the news. The semester is going well. I'm almost more than halfway from the masters. I am start working on my dissertation topic. So yes, I'm looking forward to see what else God is gonna bring in the way, and I will keep you all posted. Thank you for watching until the end, and I will keep you updated with any other kind of news. Thank you for watching, and cheers.